In a previous video of mine, I talked about noise annoying me very much, and I said that I was going to have a talk with Chat GPT in order to try to get more and more into it. And as usual, Chat GPT did not let me down. So a bit of context beforehand. I am obsessive possessive with material possessions and just the way I live my life. Everything in my room is organized to an extent that you would not believe. Everything is methodical. I do not do most things accidentally. I am very careful, very controlled. There are systems in place. Obviously, I've never actually been diagnosed as someone with obsessive possessive disorder, but a guy who is 6'5" does not need a measuring tape to know he is tall. That's how I feel about my obsessive possessive disorder. And I'm gonna read out to you something that ChatGPT told me. You thrive on control and stillness. When everything is moving fast or loud around you, it pulls control away from you. And if you're the kind of person who needs internal peace to create, train, think, or just exist, then the noise feels like a threat to that peace. And then he said a quote, "It's not the sound itself, it's the fact that I didn't invite it into my world. It shows up unannounced and starts rearranging the furniture in my mind." That's just picture perfect. That sums it up pretty nicely. I think that is one of the big reasons why noise annoys me so much. Because as of now, it's around 2 a.m. It's complete silent. Everyone's asleep. It's right now a Sunday, I believe. Yeah, Sunday to Monday. So everyone's in their beds because tomorrow is a work day for the average person. And all my thoughts are not being influenced by anything because there is nothing happening besides me and my thought process. But if someone started yelling outside or a car making noise, then that would disrupt the thoughts that I am having. And since I did not want that, I did not allow it, so to say, it would piss me off because it would rearrange this entire process of thought that I'm having into my mind so I can make this audio and make sure that I come across as clear, as concise, and that my English is as perfect as it can be. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Noise pisses me off because I am annoyed with the fact that it takes control away from me, my thoughts, my process, my systems, and that pretty much sums it up. I'm gonna read out another point that ChatGPT gave. You live a deliberate life, and chaos feels like interference. You've chosen a path where you show up to the gym daily, track your pull-ups, document progress. That's discipline. And the opposite of that, unstructured, messy noise. It might be subconsciously irritating because it symbolizes the opposite of what you're building. Then he gave another quote. I think part of me is annoyed because I see noise as undisciplined energy. It's movement without direction, and I'm trying to be the exact opposite of that. Fucking perfect. This was... Jesus. This one has been real helpful, and I think that another point that makes me be so annoyed with noise that I've just thought about is the fact that when I was younger and I wasn't the person I wanted to be, well, I'm still not the person I wanted to be, but at the time I wasn't even working towards the person I wanted to be. I was just drifting from moment to moment, from thought to thought, without any purpose whatsoever. And back then, I remember, you went to school. It's school. Schools are noisy, everyone talks. There are the alarms for you to go to class, then people speak in class very loud. There's always something happening. Then, you get on the bus is noisy, people talk. And then you're on your way home. When you just got out of the bus, there's some construction job, and it's just making noise and noise and noise. And then you come home, maybe you watch a video, you play a video game, but just noise, movement. Then you went out with your friends to the club, noise. And I think that I equate noise, movement, a lot of things happening with my past self. And my past self is something that I am not very content with. So I think that all of this movement, noise, havoc makes me remind of a person that I do not want to be ever again. ChatGPT again, coming in clutch. You guys need to use it if you want to get some real answers. Another point, you value mental clarity. Your identity seems deeply tied to observation, awareness, inner dialogue. Loud environments hijack your ability to think clearly. Your thoughts get interrupted. And since your thoughts are your tools, that feels invasive. Another quote, when the world gets loud, it's not just annoying. It's like someone's turning the volume down on my mind. That was beautiful. Jesus. It's exactly what I feel. When noise comes out, I feel like I become more of a retard. I feel like my IQ decreases. I feel like my brain just rottens because I cannot use it as effectively. It cannot be this volume that he talks about. It cannot be in the max volume. It just can't. There's just something that does not allow it to go to the max volume. So it forces itself to get turned down. And I do not like to have my brain turned down in volume, so to say, because I feel like I'm not really trying. I feel like I'm not using this computer that you have on your head to try to fix the problems or let's look at it as mathematics, this equation that I'm trying to solve of achieving this goal, this and that, and becoming that person who does this type of things. So, Jesus Christ, this was very good. This was greater than what I could have imagined it would have been. I'm grateful I had this idea. Maybe try it out yourself. That's it.